Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. 恭喜恭喜，哇！恭喜恭喜，恭喜发财。Okay. Yes, wishing everybody Happy New Year. 恭喜恭喜。Yes. Now, I try not to use up your Chinese New Year time, but I thought it's important for me to do a short live stream, just to update everybody, and then we can go on with the celebration. Okay. So remember, my favorite posture. This is same as this. If you all can hear me, can you all give Sean hello? Okay. If you all can hear me and see me loud and clear, please let me know. Okay. Wen Liang, good evening to you. Master Sean. Okay. Thank you for like. Okay. MS. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Huat. Yes. 你好，你好. Okay. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay. 恭喜 Happy New Year to everybody. Yes. Chai Ling, good evening to you. Eileen, good evening. Yeah. 新年进步，万事如意. Yes. Okay. No, Kate is not here. Yes. Andy, thank you. Loud and clear. Okay. So not just the sound is clear. The video, I hope is clear. 恭喜发财. Okay. Iverson, good to see you. Yes, Charlie, good to see you as well. What with S&P, please, has been rough here. 恭喜发财. If it's not a rough year, you have a chance to make money. Yeah, okay. Yes, we need rough year to make money, right? Yes, extremely loud and clear. Alright, extremely clear today. Okay. Make a guess which country am I in now? Okay. Just make a guess. Which country am I in now? Okay. So I'm here visiting my relative for Chinese New Year in Malaysia. Okay. And as you can see, the internet here is actually very good. It's very clear. So I eat until my stomach like want to explode already. Anybody have the same problem? Really overeating? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Internet in Malaysia is fantastic. Some people think that internet in yes, watching from JB firecracker, exactly what I have. If you hear there's a lot of people firing fireworks right now. Yeah, it came out of KL. Okay, it's a great retirement country at Malaysia. Yeah, fantastic man, Malaysia. Yeah, Malaysia is fantastic. I was walking in this community here. The landed houses here in a gated community is so cheap, man. Yeah, so cheap. This is probably one of the highest. Oh yeah, Jakarta. Okay, this is probably one of the highest end. This is one of the highest end place. One landed house which is very expensive here, 3-story, I don't know how many thousand square feet, so big I cannot count, 1.8 million ringgit. Okay, yeah, so really, okay, it's 12k, not 15k for the head. Yes. Oh yeah, it's safe, man. It's a gated community, which means that it's like a fortress, man, this place. Yeah, just collected a car in JB. Wow. Okay, but so I'm thinking, seriously thinking that I mean, in Singapore buy really bohua. Here you buy landed house. Okay, it's really cheap. It's like unbelievably cheap. Right? Super tempted. Oh, S&P broke 4,000 points already. Really? What's S&P 500 now? I didn't even realize. Has it broke 4,000 points? Yes. Everybody, please like and share. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about falling interest rate. Oh, wow, it broke. Okay. No. The landed house here, the quality is so good. Yeah, so good. Yeah, I've seen it. We have a lot of people. My face not so green now since I stopped flying. I'm going to fly in 2 days' time. Okay. No. You see where you buy matters, right? If you buy in, a bit higher rise area so that the flood doesn't go in and things like that, all those matters, yeah. So in Singapore, you don't think about flood and all this, right? But when you buy landed house, you think all this. But that's not important. I want to ask a few questions before I go to talk, okay? This is very important. What are the top 2 topics that everybody talk about when doing a family gathering? Okay? Top 2 topics. I've visited a lot of places. What are the top 2 topics, okay, that they talk about? Okay, of course regarding finance or regarding economy or whatever. What are the top 2 topics everybody talk about? Okay, I want to poll everyone. Okay, Guillaume say jobs. I didn't hear much about jobs. Okay, when to get married is not really a finance topic. Interest rate, Xiu Qing, happy new year to you, yes. Okay, why are you still single? Money, how to make number one, okay. Retirement, next president, okay. Nobody talk about property, HDB, yeah. Health, inflation, yeah, inflation, recession coming. Why endowers like global still like okay overweight? Are you still encouraging inflation, interest rate? Yeah, interest rate. Scammers now using your pictures as advertising. Please don't follow them. Okay. Mortgage rate, housing. Yeah, housing prices is number one topic, man. And then number two is interest rate. Okay. Yeah, housing. They all talk about HDB prices go skyrocket. They don't believe it. Those people who have multiple houses are not really happy when the HDB price rise. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay, less than half of you have given a like. Can you please like? Yeah. So I find it very interesting. I actually didn't know. That our BTO prices have gone so sky high. Wow, I can't believe it myself. Yes. So anyway, I thought this yeah, these the houses are not affordable. What absolute rubbish about houses being affordable. They're not affordable. Of course, affordability is a relative concept. But yeah, I think to chase a 1865 dream right now with this kind of house prices is very difficult for young people. Yeah. So so I think Anyway, all right, good. Okay, everybody give a like. I'm gonna start. If you don't, this is a very interesting topic. Apparently, the markets are ahead of me. When I was preparing for this topic, because I actually prepared for these slides and all this a few days ago already. Yeah, then I touch up some of these things. I was preparing for the stock market to rise, but it's Chinese New Year, so nobody will be interested. So I thought, yeah, maybe we talk about it later. Yes. So John, good to see you. Yeah. So but I thought it's very important for me to talk about this topic on falling interest rates. Okay. So this is my 259 talk. Okay, and I wanted to encourage everybody to look at what's going on. Again, as usual, this is not to tell you buy or sell in the stock market, more for entertainment. Okay, how come you didn't see your face, Mr. Lu? Can everybody see my face? Okay, can everybody see my face? Or is that Xiu Qing that cannot see my face? Okay, so I hope you all can see my face. Okay. So this again a disclaimer, not for advising you to buy or sell. More for education, entertainment. Okay. So the S&P 500, when I update, got my internet. Yeah. When I updated the stock market just now, before the market opens, was hitting 3,972 points. Okay, and interestingly, this was Nasdaq is going uptrend. This has been last 1 month. I really said that the stock market will have a volatile recovery. I've said that, right? Okay, and the volatile recovery is happening right now. And as we speak right now, the stock market is indeed rising. Okay, I look better now, skin smoother. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is probably a result of all the Korean skincare that I'm using. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so let me talk about the macroeconomic things that are happening right now. If all y'all could give a like, really, there's only one of you give a like. I don't know why. Okay, so while the Federal Reserve is saying, oh, I don't care, I'm going to increase interest rate, I'm going to shoot it high, I'm going to shoot it hard, I'm going to whack you guys, I don't care, 好像戏, sides 包那个戏, I don't care, whatever, I'm going to whack. Do you know what? The whole freaking market, nobody cares about them anymore. Okay? So, interestingly, in the US, the housing mortgage rates have fallen. The US Federal Reserve rate increased, but the housing mortgage rate has fallen. So let me read this to you, okay? The average contract rate for 30-year fixed mortgage rate has fell by 19 basis points to 6.23%. Mortgage rate has risen to more than 7%, now has fallen. Very interesting, right? So very interestingly, the commercial world has responded ahead of the Federal Reserve. They see the falling inflation rate and they reacted to it straight away. To hell with you, Federal Reserve. Basically, that's what they're saying. Okay, to hell with you, Federal Reserve. I don't care what you say. Okay, I look at the facts. The facts is that the inflation is falling and falling rapidly. Okay, rapidly, right? So therefore, when the inflation is falling rapidly, I'm going to adjust my interest rates. Okay, this has huge stock market implication. Huge, mega stock market implication. And if you, okay, don't catch this, you're gonna lose out, right? Okay, so they always say don't fight the Feds. That is true. But can the Fed be wrong? Can the Federal Reserve be wrong? Okay, let me go on with my talk and you decide for yourself. Okay. In Singapore, the SORA has dipped below 3%, has fallen as well, right? The SIBOR, which is the Singapore interbank rates, has tapered off, but the SORA, what does SORA stand for? Overnight rates, right? Overnight interest rates has also fallen, right? So in Singapore, the interest rate has fallen as well. Okay, so not just the US mortgage rates have fallen, the interest rate in Singapore has fallen as well, right? So let's continue to see what other signs are falling. Okay, this is the T-bill, right? The T-bill, it rose to a high of 4.4%, and how many of y'all kena the 4.4%? I'm super jealous. I missed that one, and then it's fallen to 4.2 and then fallen to 4, right? So it's fallen and fallen. Can you see the T-bill rates are falling as well, right? So everything has actually fallen, right? Actually fallen. The T-bill is a reflection of interest rate. So US interest rate has fallen, Singapore rates has fallen. I give you more signs of that, okay? Of course, the US inflation rate has fell to the lowest in more than 1, right? 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. All these are very good signs, right? The Euro inflation rate has also fallen. Look at this, right? Inflation in Eurozone has fallen back to single digits as the downward trend continues. This is not just a US trend. This is not just a Singapore trend, but in Europe it's also there. UK inflation eased for the second month. It's coming down. Okay, let's take a look at this. French inflation unexpectedly slow, easing pressure on the Europe Central Bank. The falling French inflation sparked hopes of the end of Europe price surge. Can you see? Inflation falling globally. Okay, globally. In Germany, inflation falls below 9% in December, right? Okay, and not just that, right? So you can see that falling inflation right now is no longer a transitory, temporary. It's now forming a strong global trend right now. Okay, and is that good or not? Again, 1/3 of you, so difficult to beg everybody to give a like. Yeah, if you all can give me a like, that will help to promote the video, right? Listen, more people needs to hear this news. Okay, if not, we might miss the opportunity. You may not know, but another thing that goes ahead of the Federal Reserve is the US dollar exchange rates. If I anticipate that the interest rate of a country will fall, the currency exchange rate will also fall. Okay? Now, the US exchange rates is ahead of the actual interest rate. And look at the US exchange rate. This is the US exchange rate. This versus the euro. Look at it. Fallen. Clear until cannot clear. Can you see that? This is a clear until cannot clear sign. Right? Let's look at the next one. This is the US dollar, the Sing dollar, and the Sing dollar is a powerful currency, backed 110% by foreign reserve. Fallen, right? The US dollar has fallen to now 1.32. Some people say, hey, if I buy the S&P 5 now fall, it's okay. It's just correcting to a normal, right? Okay, Leonard, good to see you. And this is the US dollar to the Chinese yuan. Fallen, 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 fallen. Right? Fallen, fallen, fallen. So, collectively, the interest rates across many dimensions are sending right signals that is falling, with the exception of one last interest rate, which is the interest rate that somewhat matters most, which is the Federal Reserve interest rates. But the commercial world has went ahead of the Federal Reserve. You notice that? And that's truly amazing, right? Truly amazing. But some of you say, hey, how come the stock market haven't shoot up yet or haven't shoot up strong enough? Because everybody's scared of what the Federal Reserve keeps saying. So last week, it went up and then Federal Reserve come and warn everybody, hey, don't get so excited. Uncle or auntie me call the Federal Reserve will continue to increase the interest rate. In fact, I want to increase interest rate fast. I'll cause it rise above 5%, right? So these kind of, market up and then press it down, market up, then press it down, market up, press it up. We talk about it until I sian already, right? Okay? So, what will the Federal Reserve do? The Federal Reserve will maintain its hawkishness. So, US stock last week sink, okay, 19th of January sinks after weak data and hawkish Federal comments. Policy makers, which is the US Federal Reserve, calls for further rate hikes to fight inflation. And I'll read this to you, but it's too small. St. Louis Federal Reserve President James Bullock, and Cleveland Federal Reserve President Loretta Mester stressed the need to increase the interest rate beyond 5% to bring the inflation down. So everybody in the Federal Reserve keeps saying that I will hang you, right? I will hang you, right? So, with this, you got this rise in stock prices, press down, rise before press down, go up and down, down. I've talked about this many times and it's happening, right? Remember early this year, I forecast that will happen, now it's happening, it keeps coming, happen, right? The world is clear until cannot clear that inflation is falling, and therefore, whatever caused the stock market to fall with the inflation, okay, and the high interest rates is starting to correct. Do you want to wait until the skies are clear, the storms has all passed before you react? Okay, you decide for yourself. Okay, the market recovery is happening right now, but because of this up, down, plus some other black swan event that can happen, the recovery, which I say many times, I say again, will have a lot of volatility, okay? So before someone go and react, Mr. Lu, yesterday you say the market will go up to, this week the market go down, right? Federal Reserve come out, talk a bit about hawkishness, the market go down. You stupid idiot, Mr. Lu. I was very balanced in my approach. There's a hawkishness and there's downward pressure, hawkishness, downward pressure. This thing will go on for some time, okay? But I like to be a contrarian. I like to buy when the market is cheap. I like to buy in a lay-long session. I don't like buy when the market is going up. That's why last week I put on Telegram, I went in a small shot, okay? 20,000 or something, 30,000. So it's a bit, by my standard, a little bit small. So I didn't publish the amount, but I went in a small bite, okay, using cash, okay. I was forced to go in because my ratio of my bonds and equity went out of tangent, so I need to correct it back. So I buy not because I feel the price is right, because I need to rebalance some of these things. So I went in and fired a shot in S&P 500, okay. So I'll prefer to wait until 3,800 points before I fire a shot. There is a chance it will happen after the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee meeting in February, okay. But it may not happen. So fire a small shot just to rebalance. The one I close one eye. Okay. Yeah, I'll answer some questions that you have now. There is one big risk ahead. Okay, one big risk ahead. So there's a risk ahead, and guess what's the risk? Anybody know what's the guess? That will cause more volatility in the market. Anybody? What do you think is the risk? Alright, there is a stock market risk that is glooming. Okay, someone said just now. Okay, I want to see whether you catch it now. Okay, China, not really. That one we talked about it already. Okay, I don't think it's happened. Oil prices, no. China, no, no. I talked about China before. Looks like it's not happening. Someone say it already. Yes. Okay. No, recession is going to drive out the stock market. That's my opinion. Recession will drive the stock market because recession pull down the inflation price, okay? So recession is not going to drive down the stock market, in my opinion. Let me tell you what's happening, okay? The US government has hit the new debt ceiling. Now what? What the hell is the debt ceiling? So, the US government have this thing called debt ceiling. They are not allowed to spend beyond a certain amount. Then they have to pass through Congress and everybody vote and approve that kind of thing. So every time that happened in 2011, there was a bad one. When it hit an impasse in the Federal Reserve, means all cannot agree. Then the US Treasury has a downgrade. That hit the stock market by 10-20% or something. That's quite bad. But you know what? Should you be worried? Okay. Let me read this part to you. Okay. Why shouldn't I be worried? I don't think it's a big worry. Okay. Yes. So, because they have happened before, the debt ceiling has been raised 45 times in the last 40 years. Okay. And the past debt ceiling has roiled market. The S&P 500 in 2011 shed 17%. Okay. And the effects don't last long. So prepare for some volatility in June. Okay, that's going to happen in June, so I don't think it can kick further down. You'll get increasingly loud. The Congress and the Senate and all this will become one big fight, and then they'll raise. Yeah, so I don't think that will be a big issue. Okay. Now, if it is, then you keep some reserve and fire another. I'll keep a bit of reserve to fire some more shots over there. Okay, so I don't think that's a big issue. I think the future looks good now. Okay, inflation is coming fast and rapid now. Starting from my opinion, starting from February, March, April, around this quarter, February, March, April, these 3 months, it will fall rapidly. Okay, so if it does, that's great. If it doesn't, I may fire a few more shots into it. I don't think I have a chance anymore. I think the market has the train is going to leave the station. If it does go down, I'll fire some shot. If it doesn't, there are quite a few people become more bullish already, all believing that the stock market is now going for a bull run. More and more voices coming out this one. Okay, yeah. So yes, so that's my take for today. I want to update everybody. That I fire a small shot into it. Okay, so I hope that this update is good. I will take some questions, and then after that I need to go for a walk. I eat until I want to die. I freaking want to die. Eat like there's no tomorrow. Okay, come let's. Oh wow, 4012 now. Okay, I won't be surprised if we hit 4,100 by end of the week. But anyway, all right, let's take some questions, shall we? Okay, I hope if you appreciate the video, please give a like. Okay, and then 恭喜恭喜. Let's hope we all Huat this year, right? Okay, come, let's take some questions. Some of you have some questions just now. Inflation fall, but I don't know the real world prices reflect the drop. Franco, you need to differentiate between a falling inflation rate and falling prices. They are not the same. I said it many times, right guys? Falling inflation rate may not mean falling prices. It's two different things. One measures the rate of change and one measures the absolute. Okay, go watch my previous video. I've explained it many times. Okay, tech layoff will only drive down inflation. Yes. So any prediction on MOF budget in February? My guess is that MOF will say, this year inflation, a lot of hardship, a lot of uncertainty in the economic world, blah 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 blah. This the government could help you by this way. But meanwhile, I already increased the GST by 8%. Yep. Yes. Alright. So upcoming T-bills will be lesser. The T-bills, 1 year T-bill will be lesser than the half year T-bill for sure. This is what we call a yield curve. the yield curve is coming down. So I for sure, right, 90%. Some of this got a bit of tikam aspect to it, but I'm pretty sure the T-bill will be, the 1-year T-bill rates will be less. Now, in case I miss your question, please ask again. You know why? Because the question go up. I can see 2 questions. Any changes in CPF policy? I think DPM said something about changing the CPF policy. I don't have an insight yet. Maybe I'm too busy, but I'm gonna do some digging and see what are they talking about. Why do you think the market falls in the next few months when the debt ceiling limit is in June? I didn't say the market will fall. Oh, so why do you think the market fall in the next few months? No, if the debt ceiling limit is hit in June and they didn't have, if they hit an impasse, means they cannot come to agreement, yeah, the stock market will fall, for sure, right? But it may not fall for long and may not fall deep, okay? When the Fed increase interest rate in first Feb, you think the SORA will still go up or remain flat? I don't think it will go up anymore because the market has already anticipated the Federal Reserve is going to increase by at least 0.25%. The 1-year SSB, I'm not very sure. I only know that the T-bills will probably hit, will go up by a bit. Where should we park our money other than T-bills or SG bonds? The fixed Ds are very good. A lot of them are above 4% right now. A few of them are above 4%. I don't know what's the latest fixed deposit. Any one of the, usually the Malaysian bank and the foreign banks, any one of them are still above 4%. And anybody can tell me, okay? And of course, I put money in the stock market. Yeah, that's what I believe in. Okay. I think there is still, how many percent of portfolio will you set aside dry powder? I, to be frank, didn't go and count, okay? But if let's say the market tanks deep, I will start firing cash because my CPF and my SRS all dried up. Except my wife's one, still a bit. CIMB fixed D 4%, but 1 year only. Yeah, you can think of that. Yeah. Okay, CIMB or Malaysian bank is above 4%. That's a great place to park. This is a suggested percent net worth keep in cash. So I think you need to keep 9 months to 12 months of your living expenses for a reserve. Okay, and then depending on what your investment opportunities are. For me, I gotta keep a lot of cash because I look at a lot of things that come around. Business investment opportunity, stock market investment opportunity, M&A investment opportunity. Recently, we are talking about possibly. I just opened up an office in Malaysia, so that requires some injection of cash. And I'm also thinking of M&A of a company, so that also will require cash. 什么都要钱, So therefore, I can keep a lot more cash. For you, you are not as complicated. You don't lead a complicated life as I am. Then you keep less cash, So I can answer as a percent, but I got to keep a hell lot more cash because of running different businesses. Do you allocate a portion of your portfolio to QQ? Yeah. You missed. Here. Usually it's 1/3, 2/3, but this time around I haven't checked my latest one. I just got. My son just passed out and he became an officer, so he has a bit more time now. And my youngest daughter finished A-level. I got both of them to be my fund manager right now. I got no time to look at all this. So they are old, they are smart, and I just some of you all may know this gentleman called Chun Hui. Chun Hui is our guru in our Telegram group. For those people who have not joined our Telegram group, you are missing out big time. Okay, our 1965 Telegram group. So Chun Hui, which is the biggest guru of them all, is giving coaching to my 2 young kids how to do some portfolio management. Yeah, so incredible, right? Hey, hello, yeah. So anyway, will you go for fixed or floating rate right now? I think the rates are coming down. I wouldn't fix it right now. Okay. OCBC offer 3.4% FD for OA. Yeah, that's great, right? That's great. RHB up to 4.1%. Yeah, that's great as well, right? So really, I foresee that interest rate is going to gradually come down ahead of Federal Reserve market. Okay, ahead of Federal Reserve market. Now there could be unexpected things that happen, and we got to be prepared for it. Will we go back near zero interest rate unless there's some huge recession that hit? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, it will take time for the interest rate to come down, but the stock market will react ahead of the interest rate. Okay, yes. Any other questions? I'll take maybe 2 or 3 more questions, and then I will call it a day. Is it good to buy some bonds now? The T-bills, absolutely, right? When will USD bottom? I cannot tell exchange rates. Okay, I think the USD will still soften somewhat because of the forward pressure forward pressure from the declining inflation rate. Too late to enter now. Which now? Now where? Yeah. Okay. If mortgage rate fall, will property price rise? Theoretically, yes. But I think the Singapore property price is probably the one that defies gravity. All across the world, every property is falling. But Singapore attracts all the foreigners in huge amount, right? Everybody, you know, the Chinese, you think they care about ABSD? CB ABSD, Huat local, 几千万, 几亿, no problem, right? The Chinese, no problem, just whack and whack, yeah. Yeah, lots of money, the Chinese, yeah. Okay, we're attracting a lot of them. I met this super rich Chinese came in, and then he talked about how good is business is, how good is business is. Then I asked, you so business so good, you leave China for what? He said, 我的大老板不喜欢我们有钱人。那个大老板姓习的。I thought that was yeah. Okay, basically means that they say that they are the highest echelon of the government don't like rich people. I don't know. Okay, newly graduate salary 4,000, partner salary 6,000. They paid $1 million HDB resale. Gung ho youngsters. 10,000 salary can buy $1 million HDB. That's unheard of. Okay, yeah. Foreigners don't care about ABSD, exactly, yeah, okay, yes, yeah, they don't care, man, foreigners, yeah. Have you seen nowadays, this is very interesting, Angmo now stay in HDB, they rent flats in HDB or they PR now, I don't know. Angmo stay in HDB, have you seen now? How many have you seen? My HDB estate, quite a few Angmos now, I find it refreshing. Last time I have a French friend that said that I would never lower myself to stay in HDB. Yeah, very funny. I don't know whether he's staying in HDB right now. I see a lot of his European compatriots stay in HDB right now. Yeah, okay. So, why does Angmo stay in HDB? They rent HDB. Most they rent HDB. I think very few of them are PR because they are forced out of the rental market in the condo space. Okay. Yeah, my estate, I start to see quite a few Angmos, okay? Most Angmos take public transport. That Angmo normally have no issue with public transport. But choice of house, they have an issue. They consider HDB 平民区, yeah, for I don't know, okay, I have a lot, yeah, okay? The Angmos are not as rich as the Chinese, okay? The Chinese when they come, the Angmos are not as well to do as they were in the past. Yeah, the Chinese, the Indians, who are Indonesian Chinese, the Hongkongers, when they come, who are that means they take a cash and just like a brick like that, fall on you. Yeah, we welcome them. Please come more. Yeah, please come more. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so I think that the outlook is fantastic. Okay, there will be a lot of volatility. Some of the corrections, the volatility may even last. The downward volatility may even last for months. But I am still in opinion that the correction will come. Will you bid for upcoming 12-month T-bills? I don't want 12 months one, 6 months. I got a lot of cash needs coming up. So I'm a bit more careful. Tiong Bahru a lot now. Most of them marry local girls and convert PR or Singapore citizen. That's great. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Well, we don't lose our daughters to Angmo country, right? Yeah, they come. Angmo also buy local coffee. Yeah. Uh, Last time we look at all the Angmos like some colonial masters. World is different right now. World is different right now. I got nothing against Angmo. We want them to come. We welcome them. You know, yes, please pay your taxes. Okay, and drive our economy. Okay, we need workers. Yeah. Okay. So let's hope that this year will be Huat for everybody. Okay, I'm super optimistic. I'm super optimistic about what's coming up. There'll be risk, there'll be volatility, whatever. Just close an eye and continue to live your life. I hope the stock market will recover. And let's see what. By end of this week, I think we should have a stock take where the stock market is. Okay, cool. All right, great. Okay, so thank you everybody, and I wish you all, 恭喜发财. Okay, 发财. So this year, let's hope we all 发财 together. Okay. All right, good. Okay. Thank you, and may you have a blessed Chinese New Year. Have a wonderful time with your family. Great health and great prosperity and great joy. Okay. All right, cool. I'll see you in a few days' time as the market changes. Okay. Yes. I hope I will try to do more often. I try to do more often. Very distracted when I come back to Singapore. Yeah. Okay. But I'm going to fly soon. Once I fly, I'll be more focused. Okay. 恭喜發財啊 Okay. 多謝 Okay. Bye bye. 快啦 Okay. Jason, Randall, Leonard, good night to you. And Happy New Year to you. Okay. SMC, good night to you. Justin, Randall, okay. Good night to you too. Okay. We all have a blessed Chinese New Year. 4016 了. Okay. Yes, okay. Jiaxin, good night to you. Chibi and Rowan, Hoksun, good night to you too. Okay. Very pleased and very happy to see all of you. Have a happy Chinese New Year. May we all Huat. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. Jason, good night.